When you're out there pushing for something, chasing your dreams, building your future, there will come a moment when it feels impossible. You'll be tired. You'll feel broken. You'll question everything you're doing, wondering if it's even worth it. And in that moment, you have a choice. You can choose to stop, or you can choose to take one more step. The power of one more is in that moment of doubt. It's that extra effort when you feel like you've given all you've got. It's that one more try when you've already failed 100 times. It's that one more push that transforms your dreams from a possibility to a reality. You see, the difference between where you are right now and where you want to be isn't talent. It isn't about being smarter, faster, or luckier. The real difference comes down to resilience, the ability to keep going when it gets hard, the ability to take that one more step even when every fiber of your being is telling you to quit. And I know that when you're in the middle of the struggle, it feels like it will never end. It feels like the obstacles are too big, the road is too long, and the weight is too heavy. But growth happens outside of comfort. The moments of pain and discomfort are the moments where you build character, where you build strength, and where you become the person who can achieve the impossible. You're not going to get there by sitting back and waiting for things to get easy. If you want to reach the next level, you've got to be willing to go further than you've ever gone before. You've got to push through when it hurts. You've got to take that extra step when everyone else is turning around. Understand this: failure is not the end. Failure is a part of the process. Every time you fail, you learn, you grow. You're one step closer to your goal. So when things get tough, when failure is staring you in the face, remember this: every single successful person you admire has failed. But what set them apart wasn't the fact that they failed, it was that they kept going. They kept trying. They took one more step when the world told them to stop. You've got to keep your eyes on the prize. When you're in the middle of a battle, it's easy to lose sight of your vision. It's easy to get caught up in the pain, the frustration, and the doubt. But you've got to remind yourself why you started. You've got to remind yourself that the victory is worth the fight, that the struggle is part of the journey. And let me tell you something, mental toughness is what will get you through. It's not enough to be physically strong. You have to be mentally tough. Your mind is the battlefield. If you let fear, doubt, and excuses control your thoughts, you'll never make it. But if you can train your mind to stay focused, to believe that every step forward counts, you'll keep pushing no matter how hard it gets. Because success isn't about being perfect. It's about persistence. It's about showing up day after day, no matter what. It's about doing the work even when you don't feel like it. It's about taking that extra step when everyone else has quit, because that's when success happens. Success is not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. And here's the thing, the power of one more isn't just about you. It's about what happens when you push through. When you make the decision to keep going, you inspire everyone around you. You set an example. Your struggle becomes a beacon for others who are facing their own battles. Your success becomes a ripple that impacts the world in ways you can't even imagine. So when it gets hard, and it will get hard, ask yourself this: can I take one more step? Can I go just a little bit further? Can I do one more rep? Make one more call? Write one more page? Run one more mile? Because that's where it all changes. That's where you separate yourself from everyone else. That's when you move from average to the power of one more is everything. Keep going, even when it hurts, even when it feels like you can't take another step, because success is waiting for you on the other side of that struggle. And when you decide to keep going, you're not just changing your life, you're changing the world. So take one more step. Keep going. The best is yet to come. Resilience is the backbone of every success story. It's not the person who never faces challenges that achieves greatness. It's the one who refuses to stay down when life knocks them down. Resilience is about how you respond when everything goes wrong. It's the ability to stand back up, shake off the dust, and keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the road may seem. Without resilience, all the potential in the world means nothing. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't about talent, opportunity, or luck. It's about resilience. You will face setbacks. You will be hit with failures. Things won't always go your way, and the path will be filled with obstacles. But resilience is what transforms those setbacks into comebacks. It's what allows you to turn failure into fuel, pain into strength, and frustration into motivation. Every successful person you admire has faced the same harsh realities. What set them apart wasn't that they didn't fall, they fell just like everyone else. What made them different was their refusal to stay down, their ability to adapt, to persevere, to keep fighting. Resilience isn't about avoiding adversity, it's about embracing it. The struggles you face are not a sign that you're on the wrong path. They're the test that proves you're on the right one. Without struggle, there's no growth. Without adversity, there's no strength. You don't find out what you're truly made of until the going gets tough. It's when life hits you hard that you discover the depth of your character, the size of your heart, and the strength of your will. In the spirit, resilience is also about perspective. It's about seeing challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities. Every time life knocks you down, you have a choice. You can choose to quit, to let the disappointment consume you, or you can choose to rise. You can choose to take control of the narrative and say, this is not where my story ends. Resilience is the mindset that says, I will find a way. I will keep going, no matter what. Life isn't about avoiding pain, it's about learning how to handle it. Resilience gives you the courage to face hardship and the strength to carry on. It's the ability to withstand the storms of life and still hold your head up high. And no matter how many times you fall, resilience is what will always bring you back to your feet, ready to fight for your dreams once again. The power of one more is often underestimated, yet it's one of the most significant forces behind success. It's that extra effort, that last push when everything within you says to stop, that can make all the difference. Too often we give up just before we're on the verge of breakthrough. We stop when things get tough, when the path seems too long, and when success feels out of reach. But what if I told you that the very moment you feel like quitting is often the moment when you're closest to achieving your goal? That's where the power of one more lies. When you're pushing towards something big, whether it's building a career, training for a marathon, or striving to improve yourself, it's easy to get caught in the routine, the exhaustion, and the constant grind. It feels like you've given it all you've got, and you wonder if it's even worth continuing. But the truth is, success doesn't come from doing what's easy. It comes from doing what others are unwilling to do. The difference between success and failure often comes down to one more effort, one more hour of practice, one more step toward your goal, one more call when you've already made 10. It's that extra bit of persistence that separates those who achieve from those who fall short. Think about any great achievement, whether it's in sports, business, or personal growth. Behind every victory is a story of perseverance. People didn't become great by giving up when things got tough. They became great by choosing to take one more step when they were exhausted, when they were discouraged, and when they thought they couldn't go any further. It's about showing up when you don't feel like it. It's about pushing through that barrier when you're about to throw in the towel. One more effort may feel like the last ounce of strength you have, but in reality, it's often what turns the tide in your favor. Every time you decide to give one more effort, you build your resilience, your focus, and your strength. You develop a mindset that doesn't quit in the face of difficulty. That one more step doesn't just move you forward toward your goal, it moves you forward in your growth, your confidence, and your character. The power of one more is not just about achieving a result, it's about becoming the person capable of achieving it. So next time you feel like giving up, remember that one more effort could be the breakthrough you need. Keep pushing. One more step, one more hour, one more try, because that's where success lives. Growth doesn't happen in the easy moments. It doesn't happen when things are comfortable and predictable. Growth happens outside of comfort, in the places where you're forced to face challenges, confront your fears, and push yourself beyond what you thought you were capable of. If you want to evolve, if you want to reach new heights, you have to be willing to step into discomfort. The truth is, comfort can be a trap. It can make you feel safe and secure, but it also keeps you stagnant. It convinces you that you don't need to take risks or challenge yourself because you're already okay. But being okay is not the same as being great. Comfort keeps you from realizing your full potential. It keeps you from discovering what you're truly made of. And let's be real, nothing extraordinary has ever been achieved from a place of comfort. When you step outside of your comfort zone, you force yourself to grow. You face new situations, new challenges, and new opportunities. These are the moments that shape your character, that test your resilience, and that help you build the skills you need to succeed. Growth is uncomfortable. It's about being willing to try, fail, and try again. It's about taking the leap even when you don't know what's on the other side, because it's only through that discomfort that real growth occurs. When you take risks and step into unfamiliar territory, you start to break down the barriers that have been holding you back. You begin to see that you're capable of much more than you ever imagined. Your true potential is never realized when you play it safe. It's realized when you challenge yourself, when you push through the fear, and when you refuse to settle for mediocrity. The people who achieve greatness are the ones who embrace discomfort as part of the journey. They know that growth doesn't come from avoiding challenges, but from confronting them head on. They understand that every challenge is an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to get closer to their goals. So if you're comfortable right now, ask yourself, am I growing? Am I really pushing myself to become the person I want to be? If the answer is no, it's time to get uncomfortable. It's time to take that first step into the unknown, because growth is waiting for you just outside your comfort zone. Don't let fear or complacency hold you back from becoming everything you're meant to be. Step out, face the discomfort, and embrace the growth that comes with it. Failure is often seen as the end, a sign that we're not good enough, not capable enough, or not worthy of success. But in reality, failure is an essential part of the process. It's not something to fear or avoid. It's something to embrace. Every time you fail, you are one step closer to success. Every failure is a lesson in disguise, an opportunity to grow, and a chance to refine your approach. Without failure, there is no progress. We've all heard the phrase, you learn more from your failures than your successes. And there's truth in that. Failure teaches you more about yourself, about your limits, and about what you need to improve. It's in those moments of failure that you discover your resilience, your drive, and your ability to bounce back stronger. Success is not defined by how many times you win, but by how many times you rise after falling. When you fail, you are not being punished. You are being prepared. The road to success is never a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, setbacks, and missteps. But each failure is an integral part of that journey. Think about the people who have achieved great things, whether it's in sports, business, or any field. The ones who made it weren't the ones who never failed. They were the ones who kept going despite failure. They embraced it as part of their story and used it as fuel to drive them forward. You see, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every time you fail, you gain clarity. You learn what works and what doesn't. You refine your strategy. You sharpen your skills. It's through failure that you discover your true potential. And more importantly, it's through failure that you build character. Failure teaches you humility, persistence, and the strength to keep pushing when the going gets tough. So the next time you fail, don't see it as a defeat. See it as a step forward. See it as the universe telling you that you're on the right path, but you still have room to grow. Don't let failure define you, let it refine you. Understand that every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. Embrace failure because the road to success is paved with it. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about using it to propel yourself further toward your ultimate goal. In the journey toward any significant goal, staying focused is one of the most challenging yet crucial aspects of success. It's easy to get distracted, to become overwhelmed by the obstacles, or to get sidetracked by the opinions of others. But if you want to achieve something truly remarkable, you must learn to stay focused on the goal, no matter what comes your way. When you start a journey toward a big dream, you are often filled with excitement and energy. The vision of what's possible keeps you motivated, and you begin taking those first steps with determination. But as time goes on, the initial enthusiasm can fade. You might face setbacks, doubts, or moments when it seems like the finish line is just too far away. It's in those moments when focus becomes everything. Focus isn't just about keeping your eyes on the prize. It's about blocking out the distractions that would pull you off course. It's about tuning out the noise and staying committed to your vision, even when it seems like things aren't moving fast enough or when you encounter resistance. The ability to focus is what will keep you moving forward, even when you're tired, frustrated, or unsure of the next step. One of the biggest mistakes people make when pursuing their goals is allowing short-term distractions to derail them. Whether it's the allure of comfort, the temptation to quit, or the pressure to meet others' expectations, distractions will always be there. Staying focused requires discipline, and that discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who fall short. You have to remind yourself every single day why you're doing this. What is the bigger picture? What will your life look like once you've reached that goal? Keeping that vision at the forefront of your mind can help you stay grounded, even in the toughest times. It's also important to remember that staying focused doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending everything is easy. Focus means acknowledging the difficulties, but not letting them consume you. It means staying determined, pushing through the struggles, and making the conscious decision to keep going even when things get tough. Ultimately, focus is about creating a mindset that refuses to quit. It's about developing the mental toughness to stay the course and not give in to temporary setbacks. The path may not always be clear and the road may not always be easy, but the more focused you are, the clearer your path becomes. Keep your eyes on the goal and remember that every step forward is a step closer to your dream. Mental toughness is what separates those who succeed from those who give up when it gets hard. It's the ability to keep going when everything inside of you tells you to stop. It's about holding on to your resolve when the world is pushing against you, when the weight feels too heavy, and when your strength is nearly gone. Mental toughness is the foundation that allows you to face adversity head-on and keep moving forward no matter what. In life, challenges are inevitable. Things won't always go your way, and obstacles will stand in your path. But it's not the difficulty of the challenge that defines your success. It's how you respond to it. Mental toughness is about how you handle pressure, failure, and setbacks. It's about being able to perform when everything is on the line and having the courage to keep pushing even when things look bleak. The mentally tough don't see failure as the end, they see it as part of the process. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, it's a step in their growth. They embrace the pain, the discomfort, and the uncertainty because they know that each setback is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. Mental toughness is about maintaining a positive mindset even when the situation is far from ideal. It's about choosing to stay focused on the end goal rather than letting momentary struggles dictate your future. One of the core elements of mental toughness is discipline. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, when success is right around the corner, and when you're seeing results. But true mental toughness is demonstrated when you keep going even when the results aren't visible. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting the process. When you are mentally tough, you don't rely on motivation to keep you going. You rely on your commitment to the task, no matter how hard it gets. It's also important to understand that mental toughness is not something you're born with. It's something you develop through practice and experience. The more you put yourself in situations where you're forced to push past your limits, the stronger your mental toughness becomes. It's about taking small steps every day to build resilience and to develop the mental strength to keep moving forward when things get tough. At the end of the day, mental toughness is what will carry you through life's challenges. It's the inner strength that keeps you moving when the world tries to knock you down. It's the ability to believe in yourself, to trust in your ability to overcome and to keep going, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Success isn't an overnight achievement. It's built on the foundation of persistence. The road to greatness is never smooth. It's filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments when quitting seems like the easiest option. But persistence is what sets apart those who make it from those who fall short. It's the ability to keep going even when you feel like giving up, to keep moving forward when the results aren't immediately visible. Success is not about talent or luck. It's about the willingness to persist when everything is working against you. In the face of adversity, most people back down. They abandon their dreams when things get tough, when the challenge seems too big, or when the journey becomes too long. But those who are truly successful are the ones who keep pushing no matter what. Persistence is about showing up day after day, doing the work, and refusing to let obstacles stop you. It's about understanding that progress is not always linear, and sometimes the road to success is filled with detours. The key is to keep going even when things aren't going according to plan. There are countless stories of individuals who achieved success not because they were the most talented, but because they were the most persistent. They faced rejection after rejection, failure after failure, but they didn't let that stop them. They knew that success was not defined by how many times they fell, but by how many times they got back up. Persistence is the secret ingredient that turns failure into success. Every setback is simply another opportunity to learn, to grow, and to refine your approach. What persistence does is build character. It teaches you how to endure, how to stay focused, and how to develop a mindset that refuses to quit. Persistence forces you to tap into your inner strength, to push beyond what you thought were your limits, and to keep moving even when it feels impossible. Success isn't just about achieving a goal. It's about the person you become in the process. It's about developing the grit and the resilience to keep going when most people would have given up. In the end, the key to success lies not in your ability to avoid failure, but in your ability to persist through it. Success is built on the small, consistent steps you take each day, on the moments when you choose not to quit. It's about having the strength to keep going even when it's tough, because persistence, above all else, is what will carry you through to your ultimate success. The ripple effect of one more is one of the most powerful forces that can drive change in your life. When you take that extra step, make that additional effort, or push through just a little longer, you're not just impacting your own journey, you're creating waves that can affect everything around you. The power of one more is not just in the action itself, but in the unseen consequences it sets into motion. Every single effort you make, no matter how small, can create a ripple that extends far beyond the immediate result. You may think that doing one more task, one more rep, or one more call isn't going to make a difference. But in reality, that extra effort can snowball, leading to bigger opportunities, new connections, or unexpected breakthroughs. When you push yourself just one more time, you set a chain of events into motion that can affect your future in ways you can't even predict. The small decisions we make today can shape the future in ways that ripple out to affect not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. It's easy to get discouraged when the progress seems slow or when the payoff isn't immediate. But remember, success doesn't always come from big, dramatic moments. Often it's the little, consistent actions, the ones that feel insignificant at the time, that build up over time to create massive change. That one more step, that one more try, is the foundation of long-term success. Every time you do something just a little extra, you build momentum. And momentum, as we know, can carry you further than you ever thought possible. The ripple effect also goes beyond personal growth. When you decide to go the extra mile, it can inspire others to do the same. Your commitment, your determination, your resilience, it all sets an example for the people around you. Your actions can spark something in others, motivating them to take their own one more step, to push through their own struggles and to keep moving forward toward their goals. In this way, the ripple effect of your one more effort can touch countless lives. Ultimately, it's about understanding the long-term impact of your actions. The effort you put in today might not pay off immediately, but over time it compounds, creating momentum, opportunities, and results. The ripple effect of one more is the gift that keeps on giving. That extra effort you put in, no matter how small it may seem, creates a wave of positive change that can extend far beyond your own expectations, leading to greater achievements, personal growth, and an impact on the world around you.